welcome to your year overview for 2019. Okay, if you are wanting a personal reading, you can go to my website www.spiritualreadings.net, and what you need to do is basically book your reading at step 1 and then pay for your reading at step 2. Also, you can check out your moon sign and rising sign, because I think that will give you a better picture, it's sort of in a more in-depth detail about what's going for you as well. And also just to watch out for the love reading, because that will be coming out soon. And please do like and subscribe to my channel, and if you have any feedback, then that's very much appreciated as well. And let's get straight into the reading. Okay, so Virgo, first month of January, you've got the King of Swords and you've got the Emperor card in the upright, both in the upright. And the King of Swords could represent a air sign individual, Gemini, Libra or Aquarius. Now, King of Swords is very much a very fair, impartial person, very logical thinking, and definitely uses their mind to get themselves throughout situations and sees things very clearly and decisively as well. Okay, but if it is an air sign, there's someone around you with the King of Swords quality. And also you got the Emperor card associated with this, so this could very much represent an Aries, because Emperor does represent Aries in the tarot, as you can see here. But the Emperor is all about taking control, taking authority, taking stance. Okay, laying in boundaries. But if you also notice with the Emperor card as well, how they're looking at the King of Swords. Perhaps there's someone in your life that is an air sign or a fire sign who's possibly an Aries, where this fire sign wants to keep this sort of air sign in check, possibly. Okay, or perhaps if it's on a personal level, maybe you need to develop more of a perhaps you're going to develop more of a logical approach this month in January. Okay, and maybe that even though you're taking a logical stance and seeing clearly things for what they really are and being fair and impartial, maybe you want to set down some boundaries here to do that. And if it's someone romantically, maybe it's an air sign that perhaps you want to keep in check. Alright? Because if you notice how the Emperor card is looking here in this direction, and Emperor is all about control, boundaries. So maybe they want to kind of, I won't say control this person, but very much just making sure they don't step out the boundaries, so to speak. Now, in February, you've got the Four of Pentacles, and you've got the Two of Cups in the reverse. So the Four of Pentacles in the upright position shows here perhaps you need to start saving money. Perhaps you're holding too tightly onto resources. Okay, perhaps you're kind of holding back, even if it is on an emotional level, because then you've got the Two Cups in the reverse position, so there might be some sort of disagreement here if it is on a romantic sense, that either someone's holding back, either someone's too possessive, holding tightly into everything that they have and they don't want to let go, and it's causing some disagreement or a rift in the relationship or a disagreement. Okay, or if it is a business partnership, perhaps someone may be being a bit greedy. Okay, perhaps they're just looking out for themselves, looking out for their own resources, and perhaps that's why there's disagreement in a partnership, because the Two Cups doesn't necessarily have to represent a relationship. It could also represent a partnership or alliance with somebody as well. Okay, it's of emotional nature. Looking in March then, Virgo, you've got the Nine of Pentacles in the upright, and you've got the Four of Swords in the reverse. Okay, so Nine of Pentacles in the upright represents someone who is very content with what they have financially and materially. A very independent, very established person. where now perhaps they've got what they want and now they're coming out this resting phase or taking a break where perhaps they want to get out more out into the world and explore. Okay, because we notice this Nine of Pentacles, this lady in this card, you know, she's got everything that she wants. She's established herself materially and financially, and she's capable and independent. And now she's coming out this resting phase. Perhaps now she wants to go out and explore, see what's out there, be around nature here. Okay, and if you decide that perhaps you don't want to be in a relationship with somebody, staying single, you feel content with being single as well. And or perhaps you just recently been single and now you come out this resting phase, which you're happy with. But if you are in a relationship with someone, it seems like either way you're going to be content in a relationship whilst also focusing on yourself, building an empire as well for yourself as very much being in the relationship. But it seems like in March you're going to put yourself out there this year. So advice card for the first quarter then. Virgo, you've got the Ace of Raphael. There's something better waiting for you. Do what you know is right for you. A spiritual quest. Okay? So maybe there's a time in the first quarter where you maybe need to move on from something because there's something better. Okay? And do follow your intuition because it's always on point. Okay? And maybe tune into more of your spiritual side as well, because maybe that's going to be able to guide you in the first quarter. Looking in April then, Virgo, you've got the Fool card in the upright, and you've got the Nine of Swords in the reverse. The Fool card is here, starting a new beginning. Okay, venturing out into the unknown, seeing what there really is, taking risks. And because now you're going to decide to take risks in April, maybe it's going to allow you to come out this feeling of being anxious and you not being able to sleep. Okay, or a lot of worriment. But it seems like you're now going to decide to say goodbye to this. If you notice with the white rose, it sometimes represents letting go in some respects, the colour white. Kind of letting go, putting that to rest, moving forward into a new direction, taking risks in April. And it could be in, like I said, it can apply to any area of your life, financially or on a personal level. Here, you know, in a romantic sense, if it's on a romantic sense, you want to venture out and see what's out there. Looking in May then, we've got the World card in the reverse, and we've got the Seven of Pentacles in the upright position, which represents perhaps you're not able to start a new cycle or a new phase on something here. And the reason for that, maybe you're taking stock, maybe you're evaluating whether your hard work has paid off, whether it's going to bear fruit in the future. Or perhaps you're waiting for things to bear fruit in the future before you can start a new phase or a new cycle. Okay, so it could be on a material, financial level. Or perhaps your relationship has not reached that stage yet. Perhaps you need to invest more into the relationship. Maybe you need to give it more time before you can enter a new phase or something like that. Now, in June, it seems like in June for you, Virgo, there's going to be some sort of toxic energies going on, okay? Because you have got the Devil card in the upright and you've got the Death card in the reverse. Okay, there is some sort of toxic situation in June that's going on, or a toxic situation that's happening, and you're resistant to the change. Because the Death card in the reverse, you're resistant to change. You're not going to want to let go. The upright is showing you need to let go and move on, but you're not able to do that. Okay, and it could be that in a toxic relationship in June, or the relationship's perhaps become toxic, or in a work environment where there's individuals around you that are causing problems. Perhaps someone who's quite possessive, that wants to bound you in the relationship. Okay, and perhaps there's resistance to change that's going on here. Okay, so do watch out for June, Virgo, in 2019. Not great energies. You've got the Ace of Raphael as advice card. So it's just showing here a positive new emotional experience, fulfilling romantic relationships, deep and lasting spiritual insights. Okay, so perhaps maybe in the second quarter, Virgo, perhaps you're going to need to have a new emotional experience. Perhaps you need to let go of someone on an emotional level. Okay, find fulfilling romantic relationships that do well for you. Okay, and develop deep, long-lasting spiritual insights. Follow your intuition. Because sometimes it's not always thinking about the logic or to get yourself logically out of situation. Sometimes it's about following your intuition as well. And listening to your higher self. So the third quarter, Virgo, you've got the Sun card in the upright. And you've got the Queen of Cups in the upright. So it seems like by July things are going to improve. Showing in July things are going to be happy, things are going to be positive, things are going to be bright. You know, it is the summer season as well. Great to spend time with kids, socialise, go to events, go out. And it seems like because there's going to be this Queen of Cups that's going to come in. It could be a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. Okay, someone who's very emotional, nurturing, caring, sensitive even. And they're perhaps offering their love, because that cup's all love that's been contained. Okay, someone who's quite mature emotionally as well. Or it could be that someone's going to offer you some emotional healing. Or someone's going to come in to kind of bring light back into your life in July. Which I feel like you're going to be happy about, you know. And it seems to be a very soothing energy when you look at the Queen of Cups, because she's calm, rested, with the cup sort of handed front of her, you know, to kind of contain herself emotionally, but still at the same time bring some sort of stability as well into the relationship, if it is a relationship, or if it is a family member coming in helping you out. So looking in August, we've got the Ten of Cups in the so we've got the Nine of Cups in the reverse, and we've got the Page of Swords in the reverse. So it seems like in September, it seems that perhaps you're not going to feel emotionally content about something in September, and it could be because of Page of Swords in the reverse. There could be some negative communication that's going to come through in September that perhaps you're not emotionally happy about to hear, or you're not wanting to hear. Or it could be that you're not be able to embark on a new adventure, or be able to start something to gain a new skill set. Because Page of Swords can be about learning as well, not being able to get the skill set or the experience that you want, or not being able to kind of develop something here on an intellectual level, or to start a new career even, you know, to start training in a new job. You know, so there's going to be some negative communication that's going to come through where you're not going to feel much content about that in September, fortunately. But you know, everyone has ups and downs, you know, and but I think June's definitely a month to be careful of, Virgo. But generally speaking, the reading's been all right, not too bad. Right, looking in September. So we've done August. Looking in September now. So we've done so in September, it's showing here that perhaps you can overcome some sorrow, regret, and loss in September, Virgo. But when you overcome this sorrow, regret, and loss, it's going to allow you to come out feeling restricted and trapped. It could be in an emotional relationship where perhaps you have to let go and move on, but there's sorrow that you're overcoming, but it's going to set you free. Or perhaps some situation that you need to let go, and maybe you had some regrets about it, overcoming regrets, which now will let you to again come out of feeling trapped in a situation. Mentally trapped even it's on a mental level as well, because swords can represent the mental sort of side of things in the tarot. So it's going to allow you to come out of that. In advices for the third quarter, Virgo, you've got the Emperor card, Archangel Uriel, stability and efficiency, taking charge of a situation and ambitious plans. So maybe in the third quarter, Virgo, in 2019, maybe perhaps now you need to be a bit more firm and to take back control and to, I won't say control, but to take back, take charge basically of a situation. So then you can sort of like plan out your ambitions, the things that you want to follow, the things that you want to pursue, and set down boundaries, okay, for yourself in moving forward. So be firm and sunny ground in third quarter, Virgo. Like I said, if you feel like perhaps certain things don't resonate in the reading throughout the year, then do check out your moon and rising sign as well, because that'll give you more insight about what could be happening as well. So do check that out. And like I said, this is a general reading, but it gives you an overall overview of what's going on. So do remember that. So in October, Virgo, we've got the Five of Pentacles in the reverse and the Hanged Man in the upright position. Okay, so with the Five of Pentacles in the reverse, it's showing here I'm going to come out feeling left out in the cold, or someone giving you the cold shoulder. Okay, so things that you're going to come out of, maybe this poverty complex or this feeling of abandonment, you're going to come out of that. But however, there are going to still be some stagnant energies around in October. Things are still going to be at a standstill. Okay, and again, like I said, this could be on an emotional level, it could be at a career front, where you feel like being left out in the cold or abandoned, but still things are a bit stagnant. Okay, but you're coming out of that feeling, so, which is great news. And then in November, Virgo, you've got the High Priestess in the upright. And then you've got the Judgment card in the reverse. So the High Priestess in the upright is perhaps in November you need to let go and let God. Let things naturally unfold. Okay? Perhaps not to resist the changes that are going on. Perhaps for your higher good, even. And but even though you need to let go and let God in the situation, perhaps you're not able to make some decisions because of this. So maybe now is not a time to make decisions in November. Maybe to hold back a little bit. Okay? And just let things naturally unfold and observe what's going on around you. Because sometimes when you observe, you actually notice more rather than get involved in the drama. Okay, but you do have, by observing and just sitting back and listening to your inner self, you're going to gain some sort of insight. Because the High Priestess is very a spiritual person. The knowledge is there in front of her. The Torah is right there, what she's got in her hand is spiritual knowledge. Okay, so use that spiritual knowledge to your advantage. Okay, but don't make any firm decisions right now. Maybe because perhaps you've not had an awakening just yet, or something's not surfaced yet. Looking in December, Virgo, you've got the Page of Cups in the upright, and you've got the Temperance card in the reverse. So the Page of Cups could represent relatively young water sign. It could be a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces individual. Now, Page of Cups is about news of something of emotional nature that could be coming forward. Okay, but if it isn't on a romantic sense, it could be even emotional healing. Someone who's quite sensitive, someone's quite emotional, someone's quite caring, or someone just has the qualities of the Page of Cups even if it's not a water sign. Okay, but perhaps the Temperance is you feel like there's not balance in a situation. Maybe someone's going to come in, potentially this water sign, that's perhaps going to notice that maybe you need some healing because there's been some imbalance for you in the last few months of 2019, or probably perhaps you need to regain your equilibrium in 2019, Virgo. Okay, so I feel that's more on a personal level. If it's on a career or romantic sense, then if it is on a romantic sense, I feel like someone is going to perhaps make a proposal for you in December. Okay, but perhaps things are going to be, perhaps even though someone's going to make an emotional offer, you're going to feel a bit off kilter maybe in 2019 because about what's just happened, and perhaps you need to regain your equilibrium here. But if it's on a career front, there could be someone around you who's a water sign, who's got the Page of Cups qualities to them, who's perhaps where you need to resolve it to bring it back to balance. Okay, because the Temperance is up here showing that you're going to obtain balance, but here in the reverse there's going to be imbalance. So perhaps you need to sort of maintain that. So your advice card for the final quarter of 2019, Virgo, you got the Queen of Gabrielle. And Queen of Gabrielle represents passionate, charming, brilliant and independent. Okay, so that's what the qualities it represents for this archangel. So it's just showing you here, the advice is you can do anything right now. Go after what you want, the ability to attract helpful people. So in order to manifest what you want, Virgo, I think you do need to have more of a positive thinking, okay? Believe in yourself, go after what you want, okay? And attract helpful people. If you need any helpful people in your life, do that. Okay, so I think even though things are tough, stand in your own confidence to believe that you can overcome this. Alright, Virgo, so that's your reading for the year 2019. Do like and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you soon. Thank you.